Hey everybody, what's up, Haps fam? How's it going tonight? It's gonna be late night art, hangout, chill time with the Haps fam. How's it going, everybody? Twitch is live. We're streaming out to all the other places too. Hello to everyone, Haps or other dimensions in the internet webs. Welcome to the stream. I don't know who's going to come in tonight. It's kind of late start, but that's okay. I'm going to do some drawing. Of course, we're going to bring back up our favorite gummy bears. The gummy bears are back. We're going to continue to work on that piece. And maybe some friends will come along for the ride. I know Joe's going to come back in here in a little bit. Let's fire up the gummy bears. Let's check this out. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that glorious color. I wish it would focus a little more, but you know, it is what it is. I can't get it any more clear. What's going on with that? I don't know. Looking pretty good. So far, so good. Get the magic. This is what makes all the magic happen right there. The magic art glove keeps your hand shiny and clean. Oh, and my eraser. I need my eraser out here. Getting all the tools. I'm going to start blocking in some darker shading tonight. So we're going to be playing with the reds. Just like we started off with the light shades, now we're going to go in and add some darker shades to accentuate the depth. It will be great. It will be glorious. I'm just going to grab all these bad boys. It's a little pinker than I want, but that's fine. A couple of midtones too. We'll just bring them all along for the ride. You can talk now, by the way. Hey! You can hear Mr. Badger in the background. He just insisted on talking in the middle of the intro, which was kind of silly. But we forgive him. Bless his heart, he don't know what he's doing. All right, let's get to work. This. All righty. Let's bring in some. Turn this up a little bit. Shout out to the lurkers out there. What's up? 17 whole eyeballs so far. What's going on? No, come back. There we go. All right. Man, these dark colors are really bringing it to life, isn't it? It's awesome. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Doing great, dude. Are you arting late tonight? You're welcome to join me up here if you'd like. Joe's going to be joining in here a little bit later. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Getting ready to call it a night. Yeah, I know it's late. No worries. Don't apologize. It's all good. Just know you're always welcome if you ever want to come up. You are very welcome, sir. I've started listening to these royalty-free playlists so long that I'm starting to know the songs now. Can't wait for What If on Disney Plus. Saw the trailer. Yeah, isn't that look cool? Oh man, the animation on that's amazing. They did such a good job. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. And they're gonna start with characters that we're familiar with their origin stories already. So it'll be interesting to see what they do to change them up. It's gonna be cool. Be electric. Are they doing any stories from the comics? I believe all of the What If storylines are from the comics that I'm aware of. I don't know which storylines they're going to run with. So there's a ton of them, though. Joe has a good chunk of them, but he said there's even more. We were talking about that the other night on Pop X. Electric. I would love to see the Aunt May Spider-Man story. Yeah, that would be way cool. Where Uncle Ben doesn't die, so he doesn't have... Or is this a different one? So Spidey doesn't have the drive to, you know, be the Spider-Man. Chooses a different path. What's up, Big Juice? How's it going? Oh, she becomes Spider-Man. I don't know that one. I don't know all of the comic book stories. It's pretty silly. It sounds pretty silly. Aunt May is Spider-Man. Psh. She'd probably kick ass, though, because Aunt May is awesome. Everybody needs an Aunt May in their life. How's the music volume? You guys hearing it all right? I'm trying it a little bit different tonight than I usually do. Sounds good? Okay. Cool. Sometimes I think that you guys can hear it a certain way, and then it turns out that you can't hear it at all. That has happened to me on more than one occasion, and it's quite silly. So it's always good to check. Draw you a one-legged stripper? If this was a drawing request show, that would totally happen. I believe A Christmas Story has that with a lampshade accessory. Nah, tonight I'm just working on my project. This is a project I've been focused on. I haven't been doing color pencil work in a long time, so this is what we're doing tonight. I know you can buy that lamp, and one of the cities here in Oklahoma actually bought like a gigantic one, like a 40-foot tall one, or however many feet tall. And it's a little bit absurd. They put it like in their town square, like where you would normally see like the city Christmas tree. Instead, they had a giant leg lamp. It was a little awkward. Yeah, I'd never seen anything like that before in my life. It was absurd. When rednecks are in charge of diplomatic decisions, that's what you get. That's what you get. Just saying. Screw the Christmas tree. The meaning of Christmas is leg lamps. Good Lord. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, we come to you today to pray for our friends, for that town and that municipal decisions. You want a leg lamp? That would be amazing. I approve of all pop culture references and holidays and the coming together of unity of all of the above. That would be great. You should do that, Big Juice. Just put your presents around the ankles of the leg lamp. Getting smoke from southern Canada wildfires here. It's the lovely Veda. How are you, darling? It's good to see you. Hey, hey, hey. Just some late night chilling. Doing some drawing. Aw, thanks for the Peace Award. Thanks so much. Gummy bears, yeah. I actually had somebody ask me the other day if these were THC infused gummy bears. And I was like, you know what? I'm not against that idea. But you can have sugar-free gummy bears, though I don't advise it. But it does make for some good reading on the reviews on Amazon if you go to the sugar-free gummy bears. That is hilarious. Don't eat them. I just don't. But you can if you want to. Regular gummy bears, sour gummy bears, any shape of gummy critter, I'm a fan of. So to each your own. Ah, Dev, what's up, dude? Thanks for the Get Your Geek On. You can't stay. I mean, they can be if we want them to be, right? Absolutely. The world is your gummy bear oyster. That's what I say. You just make your own gummy bear whatever you want it to be. Whatever makes you happy. Vegan gummy. Ooh. I can't say I've tried that. I'm going to have to put that on the... Haribo is great. I actually went to the dollar store the other day because I had to go pick up some snacks to throw in my brother's birthday present, right? Because everybody needs snacks on their birthday. And so while I was there, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to get myself a bag of gummy bears just to reward myself after I finish this piece. And they had, wait for it, Haribo dinosaur gummies. So these are like my reward for finishing this piece because I'm actually putting some, maximum effort into the drawing. They are so cute. They've got banana, strawberry, mango, mandarin, and melon, and black currant strawberry. I don't know what that's all about, but that's pretty darn delicious. So that's my reward that keeps sitting over here staring at me and says, you need to get this done so you can have your treat. I have one bag of Haribo mix left. Oh, the mix. Okay, so it has all the different shapes and flavors in there. Yeah, cool. Beta, did you want to come up? I can send you an invite. You're welcome to join me. So you don't have to type all of typey tape the things. It's such a random mix. Yeah, I remember my daughter picking up a bag of those one day, and she was just like, these are not what I thought they were going to be. It's like, well, they're probably still delicious, though. And she's like, yeah, they're okay. I usually go for the Trolley neon sour gummies. Those are usually like what I grab if I'm in a gummy mood. We'll definitely join you soon. I have a bit of the migraine right now. Oh, bless your heart. Yes, turn the screen off and go rest your eyes. I'm glad you came in to chat with me, though. You brought it on yourself in your own broadcast? Oh my gosh. That's not good. Pirate Veda. Arr. Yes. Nice. I'm feeling that vibe. I'm feeling it. You're gonna have to work on your like Jack Sparrow accent though, so you can like really like hone in the persona of like Pirate Veda. Yes. I'm loving this. Jack Sparrow is man. Not all the roles that he plays is he hot, but that one for sure. I have an attraction to certain male characters, and that is one. Yeah. All right. I mean, to flip the tables, there's definitely some female roles where I'm like, yeah, I would do her. I would totally do her. Because there's some mighty fine, attractive women. That's just typically not my tea, my flavor. Who? Shh, I can't tell you that, Veda. It's a secret. Does anyone else have their internet pop-up thing bounce back and forth like constantly and absolutely drive you insane when you're in the studio? Because that's what I'm experiencing right now, and it sucks. All right, I'm off to Haps now. Bye, Veda. Thank you for stopping through and saying hello. Always a pleasure, my friend. Yes, take care of yourself. Take care of that migraine. All right. Leave that one there and move on to another one for a bit. Derp, 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 derp. Bum, bum, bum. I expect Nazim popping through pretty much at any time. He usually does this time of night. What's up, Chris? You're up late tonight. What's going on? I'll shoot you an invite if you want to come up. You're welcome to join me. Working on the Boombox 3D print. Sweet. Oh, that you were working with Foamy on, right? Is that right? Yeah, printing test. Oh, cool. That sounds fun, actually. My husband asked me the other day, he's like, are you ever going to want to get a 3D printer? I was like, babe, I don't have any room for a dang 3D printer. And I don't even think I would know what to do with it once I got it. But it sure would be fun to have one. "6 hours from now, it will be cool." Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I know those prints take like a long time to get through all the printing process. Takes a little bit. I am doing wonderful tonight. Thank you for asking. Been a pretty chill day. Just kind of hung out with the fam. Oh, I see a Joseph Burke. Hello, sir.
Chris Wiegand. What's up?
Oh, I froze for a second.
What's going on, Jay? How's it going, Lindsay Badger?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Nice.
Turn that down just a notch.
Oh,
Hear
no,
ya?
I could
A
barely
little
hear it to
better?
begin with.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
This portion of Creating with Badger is brought to you in part by White Peach Ginger Bubbly.
Delicious.
Well, hey there,
Des.
gorgeous.
Des.
Desiree. Oh,
Desiree. Hey.
Hey, hey. Desiree. Hey,
Desiree.
hey. Hi, hi. Desiree. How was your Monday, Badge?
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Back to the usual schedules, activities, and
I hit
whatnot.
the gym today. Did a did a good workout and got a good sweat.
Excellent.
Very much so.
I'm actually looking forward to school being back in session so that I can also get a regular sweat on throughout the week.
Yes, the sweat is important.
Nil most of the weeks because my kids aren't old enough to be left home alone yet.
No.
Not for that long period of time. If it was like 10, 15 minutes, sure. An hour or so,
Maybe.
no.
No.
No, they'd murder each other. I wouldn't be worried about my house. I'd be worried about them killing each other.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're in that phase of life where they hate each other's guts most of the
my.
time.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Fun to parent as well, I'm sure.
Oh, it's a joy.
It's a joy.
It's a joy.
Ye spawns of Satan. No, maybe not. That's a little drastic.
I love the way you say my name. Lol.
Say my name, say my name. Desiree. Oh, Desiree. Desiree. Ba-da-ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-ba. Hold on, I need to turn my fan on over here. Those Orlando
Do
summers,
it.
you know.
Do it. Do.
All right. So I guess I can show everybody what I worked on today. For a
Yeah.
client.
Show and tell time.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. So the client they're having a gala event, a gala, whatever you want to call it, which is going to be a fundraising event for the local organization. And they will be honoring some heroes of the local hometown here.
Here, while I'm blurry, I'll switch you down here to the big spot.
All right. So, so the event was going to be Vegas themed.
Ooh,
and
fun.
the tagline is all in.
Okay.
And so, it being a Christian organization, they didn't want any signs of like gambling or anything like that. So I
Right.
can't do the chips and the
lights
things like
and
that.
the
But
yeah.
Ooh, yes.
all from scratch. This whole thing is
Perfect.
just all layered out scratch. Totally.
That's awesome.
100% Joe original. And it's just all it is just repetitive circles and patterns and
Yeah, there's a lot of circle in there.
My take on the Vegas sign.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and so we got the Hope Center hand logo up here. And yeah, I kind of feel good about it, you know?
Should. That's amazing.
So that's what I worked on this morning before the gym. So pretty happy about that. So I'm waiting on the team to get back with me on like any changes, alterations, adds, takeaways, things like that.
Right.
So, yes.
Sweet.
Whoa, no, I don't want to do that. Put you back on. There you go.
I'm back.
Hi. Hey.
You clicked the buttons. There you go, badges.
Yeah, you totally should feel good about that. You should feel very accomplished, sir. That's amazing.
Well, I do, absolutely. I thought it turned out well, and I was very happy with it. Yeah, here, I'll pop it in the chat room so you guys will say, oh, let me do that. Wait a minute. Oh, well, let me drag and drop anymore in the chat room. Is that a new thing?
Yeah, they turned off the previews so that the hyperlinks would load faster.
Oh.
So it was kind of like a give and take. So they took away all the video previews and image sharing so that you can get your hyperlinks faster without waiting on that preview to load forever and ever.
Okay,
that's a new thing that they did this week.
I got you.
Or last week. I don't remember. It's a new thing. I wish there was a way to have both, but you know.
Well, I got asked to submit some stuff to a magazine for possible publication. Their theme for this month is retro.
Sweet, perfect.
So I was asked by one of my
Just
friends,
the man for the job.
Yeah, I was asked. It's Corbu Magazine.
Oh.
And so I was checking it out, and I'm like, okay. So it's definitely like a magazine for creatives.
Cool.
So I may just do a couple submissions.
No. No. There we go. Maybe. No. That'll work. Next. Doing all these white bears was really crazy because
you're having to draw them blurred
they literally are pulling in every color that's around them and underneath them.
Yeah.
So you're like pulling in all of the shapes that are it's just in some of them are reflections, and some of it is that you're seeing through the gummy bear to what's underneath, and it's like this layering of colorful madness. It's like, what's happening right now?
Colorful man.
I didn't expect them to be that difficult, but then I started cursing their names last night. I was like, damn you gummy bears! I'm actually going to have to add in some orange where the red is overlapping some of the underneath because it's bringing up some of the orange colors.
I'm so glad you're one of those people that doesn't say orange. You know what I'm saying? You say it like it's orange.
Orange.
Say it orange, not orange.
Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say orange again?
Oh my God. I got some family that they're from New England.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Up there in the old state of Pennsylvania where they say orange. They don't say orange, they say orange.
Orange.
There's an A in front of that.
Orange.
Orange. There's an orange.
Des.
I spy Desiree.
Desiree is here.
Well, hello there.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy.
This is the wildest ride in the
Howdy.
wilderness.
How was your day today, Miss Des?
It was good. I binge watched Avengers today to get little golden eggs that I needed, so.
Oh, nice. Look at those balloons.
I cried with the end game. I literally
Oh,
just got
yeah.
off of it.
You have no
I
soul.
literally just
Don't
got
cry
off
during the
watching it.
game.
And Tony dies. I mean, come on. That's
like
Holy crap!
that's so heavy, dude.
The part where Peter Parker is sitting there like, you remember me? I was like, no.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh.
So good. It's amazing how you can get so emotionally attached to Marvel and
Absolutely.
that storyline. You know, it's almost like Star Wars in a sense. The canon.
Yeah. I think I got more attached to the Marvel people than the Star Wars people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it's like the part that I was really confused on, because I didn't really watch it, you know, I really wasn't into it like I am now. It was the part where Captain America, he went back in time and then to place those Infinity Stones back where they were supposed to go. And then all of a sudden he was old on a bench, and I was like, wait, what? Like before, and then now I'm like, oh, but then what did he do with the hammer when he took the hammer back? Did he give it back to Thor?
It's possible.
I think they should do a follow-up movie to it to just kind of fill in the gaps on exactly that journey he took.
That would be awesome.
To restore the stones and just everything in between, you know. I think there's so much of a story there that needs to be told.
Mm-hmm.
You know, him and Peggy getting together and getting married and finding their happily ever after together. That's a beautiful story.
And then the part where he gives the shield to Sam and I started bawling. I was like, oh, Black Captain America!
Yeah, boy. So good.
I was like, this is so amazing. Because you know, when you actually see everything and it just like comes together, you're just like, holy.
Yeah, then you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier and you're like, holy cow.
Yeah.
It just builds such a bigger appreciation for the overarching story when you take the time to watch everything.
My wife said something very similar. She's like, oh my God, after Black Widow this weekend, she's like, holy cow, it's just everything's so immersive. I'm just so emotionally attached. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Definitely.
I mean, they did really good justice in the end of Black Widow doing her favor with her, you know, RIP to her. But I think she needs a bigger RIP than that, like Tony did, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, that one, I bawled. I bawled when she died. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Yeah, that was a heavy scene, man. She sacrificed herself so he could get that final stone, so they would at least have a chance to take down Thanos. I mean,
exactly. He was like, you weren't supposed to do that.
That's heavy, dude. That is heavy.
Yeah.
God, I love Marvel so much. I mean, I'm so glad that the world is finally picking up on, you know, what I've known for the last 40 years of my life. You know, I'm just so glad that the world is just finally catching up on this thing called Marvel Comics, you know. All right, I want to try to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some digital art, though, I think. I don't know if I want to break out the Tombos.
Are you going to do some landscapes?
Well, no. I started one landscape, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I started doing a Blade Runner landscape.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
See that? The city of Los Angeles 2049. Kind of started drawing it, but I just kind of like, I don't know which way direction I want to go with it. So. So there's that.
Needs time to marinate.
Yes, I'm gonna let that marinate just a little bit.
I'm just gonna put a pin in that one for right now, you guys. The Disney. I'm gonna guess that's original. Is what that's supposed to say. There's so much orange on this gummy bear. How are those reflections treating you there, Des, on the balloons?
Quite all right. Oh. Oh, pretty good. I'm still in my
That's
head
good.
at the moment, so you know.
Gotcha.
Oy. So basically, when they go back in time and they take, okay, when they're doing things, and certain, like I don't know, like when Thor takes his hammer, doesn't that like totally like screw up the other Thor who really needs his hammer?
Now what now?
Like
Okay, so Thor time travels?
Yeah, Thor time travels. He goes back and sees his mother.
Yeah, but then he takes his hammer with, and he's like, "Oh, I'm worthy."
I don't think it matters. The thing about Mjolnir is no matter where he's at in whatever area
he can summon
or
it.
time, he can summon it as long as it's not destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what universe, what multiverse, what quantum realm. Mjolnir is one of those entities that is fused by the gods, essentially. And so whenever he calls on it, it will come to him. It doesn't matter which Thor, because Thor is worthy. If
you summon it, it will come.
So that's a little bit of a mind trip, but yeah. But that will be my hypothesis on it.
It's like a lot of the stuff that they did, I was thinking that it would create like a time
a Nexus event,
like a loop. Yeah, like something would happen, you know.
Yeah, I think they definitely left that alone just due to time of storytelling. But they definitely were playing with fire doing that. And I think they were all aware of that. And who in the future comings, because we're doing the Multiverse of Madness, and we're doing a bunch of different timeline reference, space-time continuum sort of storylines is kind of the majority of the focus of this current phase, and I'm sure we'll get a lot more of it in the future. We may revisit that time where they and see what actually became of them time traveling and what were the repercussions of any. They just didn't have that time to tell because Infinity War is such a big story in itself.
Yeah. Are they going to have another Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
2023.
Okay.
Actually, they just did the script reading last week.
They did?
They did the script reading last week, and the actress that plays Nebula said that it was so emotional that her and the actress that plays Mantis cried.
Oh, gosh.
Because it's such a heavy and compelling story that James Gunn wrote for Guardians 3.
Jeremy, you're supposed to be asleep.
Well, no, wait a minute. I know something about Jeremy. Me and him talked this morning. He's laid off for this week because his factory has a skeleton crew.
What?
So if you send him an invite, there's a very probable chance he will join us
I'm
tonight.
just saying it's on the table. If he wants it, it's available.
Well, I think he should. I think he should just come up anyway.
I think he should.
I think he should.
Because I mean, I'm just saying that would be pretty badass.
That'd be great.
All the cool kids are doing it. Arm twisting, arm twisting.
I don't like arm twisties.
You don't have to twist my arm to watch
It's
Marvel
real
anymore.
bad.
So good. God, I have no idea what I want to draw. Do you ever get into those moments where you just don't have no idea?
Oh my gosh, I had like 6 months of that moment.
Well, normally I have something to draw because I have prompts. But now I don't have prompts.
I was thinking, you know what would be cool, Joe? Is since the Labyrinth is coming, I should do a Labyrinth drawing that we're going to do for Retro Rewind.
A Labyrinth drawing?
Why not? Just pick one of your favorite characters from the
All right,
Labyrinth.
so here we go. Look at this. I'm drawing the Labyrinth now. There it
Not
is.
the maze, you goober. Oh, Jeremy created a new character because he didn't know what to say. That's fun. I saw you were digging through your piles of character creations when I came in. I came in a little late, though. It was nice to see your collection.
So with the end game in the movie with the Black Panther in it, I did see in his face of how much pain he was in when he was in that character mode. You know what I mean? Because you knew going back and you watching them and you know that he passed away from that cancer and everything.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about the second one? It's supposed to come out.
I think it'll be Shuri.
There's going to be
I think
somebody
Shuri.
taking
Yeah.
and reprising that for sure.
I think it'll be Shuri. I think she's the only one that's smart enough and capable enough in Wakanda to assume that role. And she is the sister of T'Challa, so that makes her next in line for the throne in terms of royal bloodline.
Michael B.
So I think it's going to be an interesting story. I think it's already ready. The movie's in pre-production, I believe, right now. They've already got the script. They've already got the actors signed on board. Everything's already greenlit. So that probably will start filming this spring. That's right. I wonder if I should just draw Taskmaster as what he should look like from the comics.
Yeah.
Should.
It's like the version of Taskmaster we got in the movie and the version, like two totally different.
Joe was kind of grumbly about Taskmaster.
I was grumbly about Taskmaster.
He was a little bit grumbly. Show him how it should be done.
All the reviews I've seen is, people are the same way. A lot of other people.
It's just because I know the character, and I don't care if it's a male or female in the role. That doesn't bother me. I think a female is more capable to do it just as much as a male is. But I think you need to stay at least true, because every character in the MCU to this point has in some way been 60% true to his comic origin. Then there's Taskmaster. And I'm like, oh my God, this feels like a really bad character from X-Men.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt, that version of Ryan Reynolds where he plays Deadpool in X-Men First Class? That's kind of how I felt with Taskmaster.
Oy.
Because Taskmaster, his face is Skeletor. He literally has the face of a skeleton. And he is a mimic. And so basically his character he has a photographic memory, and whatever he sees, he can mimic. So, you know, if you're fighting him and you jump and pose, he will mimic that. It's exact. It's like you're fighting your mirror self when you fight Taskmaster. So
Yeah. And in the movie, he mimicked, but he didn't mimic who he was fighting necessarily, except for that one move. And then
it didn't make sense.
And
None of that made sense.
and then he was like mimicking, like, oh, I know the moves of Captain America. I know the moves of Black Panther. We're like, okay, we get it. But the whole point of the fighting style is that you mimic your opponent.
Right.
So, yeah, it was definitely lost in translation on that.
Yeah, that was kind of like the part where in Civil War, was it Civil War? Yeah, where Iron Man was like, what was Captain America's moves? Because Captain America always went with the same moves.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, yeah.
Well, I just kind of felt that it was you know, I beat that horse dead already, but it was a lost opportunity, I think, for a character that could have been used in a lot more potential ways in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they do at least expand on it. My hope is that there's an actual real Taskmaster out there, and this one is just kind of like a fill-in or something. I don't know. What do I know?
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
When it comes to this, quite a lot.
I'm actually shocked Kevin Feige let that one slip.
You had one job, Feige. No, I'm kidding.
You had one job, man. So quiet all of a sudden.
Quiet?
It's so quiet.
It is quiet because it's late. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lovely people, my eyes are closing and I've got to rest. I've got the rest of the room to clean tomorrow. Have a good sleep.
Take care, Pumpkin.
See you soon, Jer.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Kwanzaa.
May the Lord open. Blessed be the fruit under his eye.
Who, Odin's eye?
Yes, of Odin's
Oh, you
eye.
don't. It's Handmaid's Tale. Is what I'm quoting. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Handmaid's Tale.
I have not.
My wife and I are like addicted to it. It's pretty
I've
dark.
never heard of it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's like a story pretty crazy story, post-apocalyptic story about, you know, the governments of the world collapsed and war broke out and all this stuff. And the world that is formed afterward is called Gilead. And in Gilead, women are sold and used as sex slaves.
Well,
And
fun.
it's a pretty crazy story because it focuses on one particular character. And she becomes like this total rebel badass in the storyline. And you start rooting for her, you know, and just defying everything that this whole new one world government has laid out.
Mhm.
June is her name. It's really good. If you're into something new and you want to try something different, definitely give Handmaid's Tale a try.
Yeah, I've seen it. I
But
just haven't.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Oh,
Just
Lord.
give you that fair warning.
Thanks for
There's a lot of like
the warning.
there's crazy scenes of like, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, rape. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. But it's the story of what she went through to get to where she's at, like in the current seasons, you know, the struggle and all that.
Is it based on a true story?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. But it's one of those kind of science fiction stories that doesn't have, it's not too science fiction that it couldn't happen, if that
Ooh,
makes
true.
sense. So, yeah. So I think that's the appeal. I mean, to me personally, it's like so crazy.
Wow.
And it kind of echoes a lot of the things that's going on right now in just the modern world between wars and nations and all that craziness.
The fun official decision making that's been going on.
Oh, yeah. The glory of it all. Damn it, Bobby. Adios, my friend.
Yes.
Oh, that was 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
I guess I'm a little late to the draw on that one, aren't I? Good going, Joe.
It's all right.
Good going. You got one job and then you just muck it up.
Ooh, I like that.
It's cool you were hanging out with us last night, Des, on Pop X.
Oh, it was so cool getting some cool insight that I really needed to get for my own self.
My cousin
Like,
Austin,
Make
I'm
my
telling
day.
you, Austin is such, oh my God, he's such a wealth of knowledge.
I love that guy.
I mean, he knows his stuff, man. He knows his stuff. He's so
yeah, between you and Austin, all questions can be answered. Between the two of
I
y'all.
kind of feel that way. I mean, we do hold our own, but I mean, where he's so connected into the film industry, like already, you know, it's just like, holy cow, he brings so much more.
Yeah,
to
he
the
gets
plate.
like the insider like scenes, like rummaging rumors and stuff, and then Joe has all of like the comic book knowledge and, you know, just goodness of, you know, I don't know, a wealth of fountain of two. And then I randomly come in with these factoids that I have found somewhere on the internet that is just like,
but you kind of ground the conversation because you're kind of pitted between two geeks that are just like,
it's true,
totally insane. And then, I mean, I'm not saying that about myself. I'm just saying that we're very passionate nerds. And well, okay, we're both really bad geeks. All right, so I'll say it. But then you kind of come in and you ground us. You know,
You're
you're kind
grounded.
of like you're the I don't want to say the antagonist. That's not the right word, but you are. You're one that looks at it from the perspective of an outside person that you may not necessarily know everything, but you're willing and eager to learn. And I think it's one of the
Have
good
a
things about
ton
Pop
just
It.
hanging out with you guys.
Oh yeah. You should. I wish, man, you could have like seen me in Austin back in the day when he was just a kid and a teenager in high school, and some of the conversations that we would have with each other. You know,
Yeah.
it was so crazy. I mean, I remember me and him talking about Batman 1989, like way back in the day.
Aww. Little Burke.
Little Burke's running around. That's right.
Baby Burke time.
Little Joey.
Little Joey and little Austin is running around.
It's funny though. We were cousins, but we were never really close until I moved away.
Mm-hmm.
If that's weird. Like
No, that makes sense.
we hung out on the holidays,
Right.
but in terms of like hanging out, because he had his own group of friends, and of course he was way much younger than I was.
Yeah, that makes a difference maturity wise and stuff.
Yeah.
That all kind of levels out when you get a little older.
When you get older, that's right. Yeah.
Because I was kind of the same way. My grandmother had like 26 grandchildren. Okay, so we had to pick
Oh,
a very large, wide age range to pick from. Except I fell into the 10-year gap where nobody had kids. Right.
oh.
So
Okay.
like the oldest kid was like 7, or the closest older than me was like 7 years older than me, and the closest younger than me was like 4 years younger than
Okay.
me. So there was that phase, between, elementary, high school, where you're changing so much maturity wise that you couldn't really relate either
Oh,
age
yeah.
group.
I get that for sure.
So my brother was literally the closest kid to me. And then there was a cousin that was like a year or two younger than him. And those were the us that hung out at grandma's house during Thanksgiving while there was a million people running around. And so it wasn't until I was an adult, like married and having kids, that I started getting more of a level playing field on getting along with my cousins, especially the older
Yeah.
ones.
No, I get that. I do get that. There's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of cousins on my mom's side to this day. I mean, I saw them in passing, and these are my first cousins, so these are
Mhm.
like really close. And then there was that whole barrier of like the family would never discuss that. Oh, the family's got hemophilia, and all the boys have HIV, and we're not going to talk about that because it
Do
was
it.
so weird. It was such a weird dynamic on my mom's side. Like there was always
Mhm.
this weird, palpable energy between the sisters, my mom's sisters. It's very strange. Even at my grandmother's funeral, a couple years ago when she passed before the pandemic, a couple of those sisters came up to the funeral, and it's still weird. And I'm like, God, can we just get over the fact? Yes, you have kids. They are sick. We're all sick. We're all a little demented.
You're mentally sick, clearly.
Yeah, you've got issues, man. Talk about it, but they just keep it bottled up inside, and they just
That's that small town mentality.
yes.
I have that in my, I totally understand that completely.
Well,
We didn't have a lot of terminally ill kids, but I mean, like growing up in a small town, it's always like, did you hear about?
Oh, yeah.
Shh, don't talk about Billy Joe.
Little Joey's got that crazy thing going around.
But hey, it takes our generation to be able to break those cycles.
Right.
Oh
in
yeah,
our gene pool, or like
The
not the gene
stereotype,
pool, but
you know.
yeah, all that stuff, and
yeah.
that's what my
that
family,
mind
all the girls,
thinking.
yeah, we all stop that, and we're all, I mean, we're close, so I'm with you on that one. Like, Joe. Like it was just kind of hard going through that whole
Yeah.
family thing.
It was
Going on
weird.
that.
Nobody would just. I mean, and all my mom's sisters were always catty. I mean, they were just like it was small town mentality. So when one sister did something that pissed off the another sister, oh my God, they would go years and never speak to each other. And I'm just like, what is your deal? I mean, the good book of the Lord says, you got to have some forgiveness in your heart. What are you doing here?
They're bored and they have nothing else better to
Exactly.
do. That's all it is.
Yep.
And no
Anyway, I
something
digress.
else.
I digress. I'm not going to turn Lindsay's stream into a venting session on my crazy ass family.
So, Joe, tell us about your childhood. No, I'm kidding.
It's pretty fucked up. I'm not going to lie to you.
And how did that make you feel?
Some days I was constipated. Other days I just wanted to watch Mortal Kombat and Ninja Turtles and, let Scorpion rip somebody's head off. And then some way psychologically that kind of filled in the gap for the inner teen angst that I had going on. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, let's let Scorpion just do his finishing move. And then little Joey feels good on the inside. Now that's twisted.
There you go. Oh, finish him.
So, needless to say, I definitely hid behind video games a lot as a kid.
Yeah, mine was Call of Duty. I hid behind Call of Duty.
I just played Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty every night, Des. I'm a Warzone
the original,
addict.
Like the PlayStation 2.
Oh, Big Red Machine? It's a Big Red
when
one?
I was younger. And I don't have them anymore, but I used to. When I had anxiety, I used to go play them.
No, I get it. It's exactly what I did. Call of Duty got me through many finals in college. I'm stressing. I need to go kill people now.
That was so way beyond, way before going online and doing Call of Duty.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there's long before multiplayer was even fathomed.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been playing Warzone. I play Warzone quite a bit. The new online multi-world battle royale map. It's so ridiculously good. But it does have its flaws as well. Is my screen?
It's sleeping. Your screen be sleeping.
Okay.
Oh, I just noticed, Joe, where your name tag is your head.
Nice.
That is
Nice.
That's perfect.
I'll buy that for $1.
I looked up and I was like, Joe's head is animated. Wait, no.
So
it
awesome.
really was, yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
I'll
like
fix it here in a
retro
second.
Joe head.
Hang on it, Bobby.
That was great.
His head is set in one style, yeah.
Jeez.
This is gonna be orangey.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let me see if I can turn this thing on. That's the problem with this app. Sometimes where it's shareware, it'll say, "Do you want to continue your free trial?" And you have to click it. And if you don't click it, the screen will go asleep. And then, so, yeah.
Ooh. That's no fun.
Out of all the people in the world to get me into Marvel the way I've gotten into Marvel now, I'm happy it was you guys.
Aww.
That's awesome. Now, have you seen all the Marvel movies?
Yes. Now I have.
Nice.
Sweet.
Now, what would be your favorite?
There is no favorite.
Oh, good answer.
I can't pick.
Now, have you,
you
seen
have-
the Netflix shows and all that stuff as well?
Oh, I don't have Netflix.
Okay. I was going to say Daredevil and Punisher, man. Those are really good as well.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you get
those
to
are
watch
good.
any of those, even Jessica Jones is good.
Jessica Jones is really good.
Yeah. Luke Cage too.
Like, I wasn't allowed to watch movies like that growing up. Like, that's how super Christian-y Catholic we
Deb's
were.
back.
What's up,
Hey, what's up,
Dev?
Dev?
So, like, my first
Send that
time
boy an
watching the
invite.
Star Wars
He's
movie was
done.
last November. I seen
Done.
all the Star Wars movie in 1 week in November last year.
Winning.
So, for the first time in my life, yeah.
Oh, look at you
Somebody's
go.
winning.
Look at
There you go.
So do you have like more than the others?
Wait, what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you have a
You-
favorite character that you like of the Marvel universe? Who's your favorite? I know it's a hard. It's
At the moment,
that's a hard.
Yeah.
That is a
at
hard
the moment.
question.
Loki at the moment.
Oh, love Loki.
Nice.
I kind of have a huge
I-
crush on him at this moment. I'm thinking about drawing him after I get done with this. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Tom
Ooh,
Hiddleston, man, is
yes.
such.
A
he
hobby.
embodies-
Yeah. Oh, we know.
I spy a Watson coming in the house.
Aha.
I spy with my little eye.
But then also, I have a huge crush on Captain Marvel. So,
Ooh,
oy.
nice selections.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, man, Brie Larson, freaking killed that role.
Oy.
Oy voy.
So is it Marvel or is it Marvel? And is there a difference?
Well, comic lore, it is Marvel. So Des has it right.
Yes, I've heard it both ways.
People that are looking at it on a marquee sign that don't know that, it's Marvel.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But in the comics, there is the little hyphen. There's a hyphen between the MAR and the VEL.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
So
I didn't
it
know
is,
that.
and that's exactly how it's pronounced as Marvel.
Marvel.
Yes.
Very good. So I don't think we'd ever discussed that before because I've heard it both ways.
Oh yeah, yeah. And both ways are accurate.
Hannah, how's it going?
What up, Hannah? Don't mind us. We're just drawing.
Yes, we're just drawing around here.
Just drawing. I'm trying to right the wrong of Taskmaster as we speak here.
Looking good.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
I just feel
another
like we need to
question
do
about-
justice. Justice for
About
Taskmaster.
Marvel.
That's gonna be your hash.
Justice for Taskmaster. Oh man.
Hashtag,
that's-
yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I should make it like a recurring thing. It's like
It's going just really tired from work. We'll kick back and relax and enjoy some art while you unwind from the hard day. It's not as easy from my phone. I give up. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. I'm sorry, Dev.
Dev, you can do it. If anybody can
We
do
believe in
I
you.
got
I
another question about
believe-
Marvel.
it, in you.
All the
I
questions
got
about
another
Marvel.
question about Marvel.
Please ask.
So, okay, so in the end game, when oh my phone's like Haps isn't responding, do you want to close it? Okay, I'll be back.
Poopy.
Close it on his own.
There was a good question in there too.
I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat.
Damn it, Bobby.
Perhaps you have one job, Haps.
You've got one.
And that's to
job.
allow Desiree to ask her Marvel questions.
Shit.
You have failed this city.
Big time.
Even though it's close, I can still hear it.
She's
She's, like,
stuck
cracking
in
up over there.
limbo at the
What's going
moment.
on here? I'm time traveling.
Buddy and I are
so-
sitting at the beach listening to the waves. If y'all are still here, I'll check in with you. I am jealous right now. Sitting at the beach.
Well, he does live in San Diego, so he's right there on the coast, Pacific coastline.
Must be nice.
Still, though, just something about the smell of the salt water.
Must
So
be
very-
nice.
Oh, it is nice. I can tell you that much right now.
Oh, I know. Hush you and your otherly coastal experience.
Well, if you get your butt to frickin' Florida one of these days, we can experience it together.
Well,
Bring
if you
your
get
fan
laid
down.
over in Oklahoma City for a few hours, I could hug your neck on your way to the desert. No, they don't
that's
do
a hard
layovers in
pull
Oklahoma
there.
City. They don't.
That's
It's
a hard
Denver or
one.
it's the middle of the United States or Chicago. Just those three.
You're
Not
a little
us.
you're a little landlocked, Lindsay.
Yeah, we're a little parched. Still 30 minutes away from home. We are looking at San Diego on the right. In Mexico to the left. Turn those
Oh, they've
minutes
been-
into hours, and that's about how long it'll take me to get there.
They've been down to Mexico, I bet. They went and got some of that Spanish fly. Some of that El Diablo chronic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just joking. I have no idea. I'm just talking out of my butt right now.
Used
I
to go
used
on
to go
Taco
on Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
The place is saved in my phone. Of course it is. See?
I'm back. So,
Welcome
a
back.
Marvel question. Okay. So in the end game,
You can do it, Des.
I'm trying to put it together, piece it in my head because
You got
I
this.
see it in my brain.
The fate of the
When,
universe rests.
when Tony snaps his finger and all the bad guys disappear, like when they, turn
Yeah.
into dust, just
Right.
like all the humans did.
Yeah.
Did any of those fight scenes or anything happen in the past, like they were supposed to happen in the future for Thanos?
I'm a little confused by that question now.
Okay, so like the fight scenes that happened in when
Endgame. Yeah.
when
You're talking about
before
the big
Endgame,
the big battle,
like when
right?
those big monsters came to say we're here to collect the. Oh, okay, where was this? It was in not New York. Was it in New York when that huge like round like? Was it in? It wasn't in the Endgame. It was the one before Endgame, and
Infinity War?
yeah, and they
Infinity War.
yeah.
Are you talking about on Wakanda?
Not Wakanda. Damn it. See the question. It's like it's in my head, but I can't say it right.
Oh, like
So-
at the beginning where Tony Stark was like, "No, I'm sorry, Earth is closed today."
Yes, that scene.
Okay,
So,
that's New York
did-
still.
Did that all happen
Yes.
since he died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all part of the current continuity timeline.
Yes.
Faux show.
So he died twice.
He
only
didn't
died
die on that.
once. He didn't die on that one.
The magician rock guy. The magician.
Woo?
The weird looking Squidward looking guy.
Ah.
He died twice because he died in his space, or like when he was boomed out of his spaceship. And yeah.
He didn't die the first time.
Are we talking about the guy who looks like you're talking about Squidward, that
Yes.
character, right?
Was it Ma?
Yeah.
Something Ma?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he didn't die till the end because I hated that dude. I wanted to like kill him.
Ebony Maw.
Yeah, Ebony, the white. Yeah, you know that guy.
He was able to move things with his hands without touching
Yeah,
them.
he's telepathic, telekinetic.
Special.
So he
friends.
died while being shot out of his spaceship, you know, because outer space like froze him and he, or like something like that.
That was
When
his
he
actual
was-
death in Endgame, though, wasn't it?
But then he died in
You're talking about okay. So
in
I know what
Endgame.
you're talking about now. The time paradox of all that. So if you recall, in Avengers Endgame, Chris Pratt, which would be Star-Lord, Gamora, and
Jax or
what is the green girl that
Mantis.
Star-Lord's
and antennas.
no
Gamora.
Gamora, and then
Nebula.
Nebula. Thank you.
She's
Those remember them and Brax went to they went. I know it. Hold on a minute. Benicio del Toro. He is the keeper. What is that? Shoot, the collector.
The collector.
They
Collector,
went
yeah.
back to that
Mm-hmm.
to try to head him off at the pass.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the first deaths because guess what? We thought that Thanos was going to die in that scene, but he didn't die in that scene because Thanos was one step ahead of them.
Right, because he had
Remember that?
and he messed with the reality stone
reality-
and all that.
So
Yeah.
Exactly. So Ebony Maw did die in that scene in the beginning of Infinity War when he was ejected out into space.
Yes, correct.
But if you go back into Endgame after that scene, they had to go back in time. And when they went back in time, they got a different version of Thanos who learned what the current version of himself was doing with the Infinity Stones. That in fact, he did get all 6 Infinity Stones. And now he knew more of the plan far in advance than his former self did before he died.
And he
If
got
that
all the
makes sense.
information through his daughter because his daughter was glitching.
His
And,
daughter's
his daughter
memory
had
glitched.
another reality of her own self. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's how he was able to learn about it. And so when they went back, all of Thanos' Goonies were still alive. And so this new troop of Thanos' goons became aware of his original plan. And that's how the whole thing was able to accelerate and catapult into the climactic battle.
Yes. Good
Which
keeping up with
is a
that.
total
by the way.
mind trip when you think about it.
It's
Yeah, that's
true.
why I had to ask. I was like, "What? Wait, this happened 2 times?" So, you know,
Yeah.
you're watching the Infinity, and then you're watching the end, and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. Because they went back and there's 2 versions of Thanos.
It's such a mind f.
Mhm.
Oh, you have no idea. Yeah.
Holy.
Oh yeah.
And then
we were like
there's the
freaking out.
this guy who's in the quantum realm with and this
Ant-Man.
is why I'm waiting for Ant-Man is because the Watcher, you know, there's this Watcher also. So, you know, you're kind of waiting for other things to tie in together and you're just like, wait, what? So it's like you're
Yep.
left on a hanging loop. Holy.
A lot of things there. You should, if you get some free time in the next few days or weeks, you should go back and watch our reviews of Infinity War and Endgame, and you might get a little more insight on PopX Cast, like because we actually unpacked some of that stuff.
We broke it down.
We broke it down.
We did predictions, we did the reviews, we did Easter eggs, we did all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
There were several episodes that we done on that because it was such a big event.
it's a beautiful thing about doing PopX is it's always on Memorex. Can always go back to it.
Thanks for helping break that down. I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, what? When did
Hopefully
they
my
die
explanation made
twice?
sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense because it just kind of tied everything in together, and I had to rewind for a moment.
No, that's good. That's good.
Kind of like when the moment when we were talking, like you guys were talking about how Black Widow was dead, and then after the ending of Black Widow, and I was like, wait, she's not dead, and then I had to go rewatch the end game, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
crap! I was like, I totally forgot
Yeah.
that she killed her, like she basically suicide herself. Yeah.
I tell you what's a real mind trip is the fact that there's Infinity Stones setting in the desk at the TVA that
At
are
the TVA.
just sitting there.
Yeah.
That's a
Hi,
trip.
Priscilla.
And then,
Priscilla.
yeah,
Yeah.
Loki's like,
What's
wait,
up?
what?
How's it going?
His face when he opened the drawer and he picked up the green one, and he's like, I was like, well, of course he'd pick up the green one, you know?
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
Time, you know, of course.
I can't wait. Tomorrow night's gonna be so awesome. Because I'm gonna stay up late and watch episode 6. I'm going in for the long haul tomorrow night.
Oh,
I'm staying up.
Getting ahead of the curve there.
Oh yeah.
Well, especially when, she killed the robot-looking guys, and then they have the guard in the red room that they have her pinned up. And you're just like, what's gonna
Space
happen next?
lizards.
And like Loki was saying, if those guys weren't real and someone created them, then who created the TVA?
Eric, get up in here.
Is that Eric Hypes I see?
That is Eric Hypes.
Holy cow,
And
I
since
haven't talked to him in forever.
We're all doing art. I'm going to switch to grid mode.
Eric, I've been tagging
'cause
you
I'm
on my
buzzing out.
streams, bro.
He's been summoning you.
I have been. I have proof. Lindsay knows. I've been summoning you. You have been summoned. Not subpoenaed. That's a total different thing.
Since you're an artist, I need to tell you something that happened in my stream. Okay. Share away. I will be happy to hear it.
Rob Liefeld interrupted your stream. That would be kind of cool.
Rob Liefeld?
Yeah.
No.
He streams on
What?
Twitch. Him and Jim Lee.
Well, I knew Jim Lee did.
Yep.
Has the Todd father figured out Twitch yet?
He doesn't need to. He's freaking Todd McFarlane. I tell you, somebody I wish
He
would
has
be on
people.
there would be Alex Ross.
Oh,
could
that would
watch
be
that dude.
great.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Because he doesn't draw like what we're drawing.
Yeah.
He draws like he paints. Like his pieces are like freaking works
Is his
of art.
does he digitally paint or does he
No, it's
No.
canvas oils all the way.
beautiful?
every time-
They're so
Every
pretty.
time you see a piece of Alex Ross's artwork, that's not a sketch. That is a full-on canvas painting.
They're so amazing. Every single piece. I drew frogs and I rip it because someone asked.
I
Oh,
drew
that's
frogs.
sad.
I don't get what they're saying there.
I wouldn't
Maybe
have
I'm
ripped it up. I would have kept. Maybe take a break from it if it was upsetting you, and then revisit.
Never destroy one of your
Never
arts.
destroy, because you know why? Even in yeah, I totally get the frustration of that. That's something that I think everybody gets when they're working on a piece. But maybe do a new piece and come back to it later.
How about this?
Or
How about she is more than welcome to come join us on Haps and draw with
Yeah.
us here in a safe space where
we have a super welcoming community here of,
yeah,
of all sorts of artists, digital artists,
like myself,
artists like this, colorists.
Desiree's doing pencils.
Yeah, I'm doing pencils tonight.
Lindsay's
I
doing
usually do
pencils.
markers and we're over on Haps TV. There's a link I think in the description of the video. Actually, you're
Haps
welcome to
TV.
join us over here.
Yep.
And we'll invite you up and you can come up with us.
That's one of the reasons
if
I
you
don't
wanna.
stream on Twitch. There is some jerks on that platform.
There are some super jerks.
So
You do normal art? That's cool. I do normal art too.
What qualifies as normal?
I don't think anything technically is normal, but normal, I think she means like traditional, like pencil paper versus digital. That would be my guess.
well, she could come in and draw.
All
no
is
pressure,
welcome here.
though. I mean, I understand.
Nah.
But we aren't going to be the ones to judge you because we are artists ourselves. So
we include all friends.
Yes.
All art friends. As long as they're kind art friends. We encourage kindness here. And we get rid of the riffraff in a quick feet. Yeah, little, no riffraff allowed around these parts.
No riffraff, y'all here?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
We are not about that.
No. And that's one of the reasons why I like Haps too, is that they don't play. They do not play around.
No.
If you have an issue, they will take. Oh, I think I have a guest coming in.
I see that.
From regions unknown. Well, they are known. He announced to them, but
unknown in
the
Tennessee or wherever he's from. I think it's Tennessee.
It is it.
Oh my gosh, he hath returned.
Yes, let's bring him up here. Hey, Aaron.
I only got one bowl.
Only one bowl. Maybe next stream because it's 10 p.m. night here. Okay, cool, excellent. Yeah, just come over to Haps and sub so that you can get notified next time we're live. We usually come on at night, about this time or earlier. So you're welcome anytime we're live.
Probably be live Wednesday night on the Creative Multiverse. Will be our next.
Oh yeah, I stream out to Twitch too. If you drop me a sub there, you'll probably be notified as well.
I try to do Wednesday nights and Sunday nights is my schedule on Creative Multiverse.
Yeah.
I should probably say that somewhere online.
All these peeps up here are cool peeps, and they're all super talented.
Eric, it has been far too long. I have missed you.
Good night, Priscilla.
Like the dew on the grass misses. I have no idea where I'm going with this, but I have missed you. Where have you been? I love you long time. I feel forsaken.
Do you feel complete now? He calls out your name at night, Eric.
I do. I did last night. Did I not call him out last night?
I'll be back.
Calling your name out every night.
Yeah, I did. I actually tagged you and I called you out and I was like, I miss you.
Aww,
where are you? I was like, did I offend him or something?
No.
Hey.
I had I guess it was like 17 days ago. I kind of made my final broadcast for a while.
I got you.
Just taking a break because had some health stuff that's been needing my attention as far as like just time.
I understand. I kind of figured it was something like that, but I was just busting your chops there. I want you to know though deeply that I did miss you, and I was tagging you and I was asking everybody, "Where's Eric?" So I was inquiring about you, buddy.
Thank you. I love you too.
I should have just sent you a message. That would have been more direct, but my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah, Chandra, hello. I followed some of your posts on Facebook, the North Carolina run that you did.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Some amazing pictures you shot.
Thank you, man. Yeah, my wife and I, we had a blast. We spent a lot of time up there hiking, and her family lives on the border of North and South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So she hasn't seen her mom. She hadn't seen her mom in over 4 years.
Oh, really?
And her mom had went through some. She had been going through some health issues of her own, some mental illness, and so she had to get some things sorted out before she would want family to come in and see her. So the timing was right. She was felt good about having company finally, and I told her, my wife, I was like, let's do it July 4th. Let's go and just make a whole weekend out of it. And that's what we did. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, it was a good trip. I am drawing what I feel should be what Taskmaster should have looked like. So this is justice for Taskmaster. This is his comic accurate attire, if you will. So I feel that there needs to be justice for Taskmaster.
I love it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I've made some progress. I got only got to mount one more board for my drawing table. It will be complete.
Fancy.
But I think next month I'm gonna have to. The table that I'm gonna use for painting, I think I'm going to do the same kind of setup with it. Use a piano hinge to mount it to the wall, because the way I've got the drawing table rigged up is I'll put a support beam under there to kind of prop it out to a certain height, and it's all compact area, so the table next to it kind of protrudes. So I may be doing some more work, but yeah, I'm gonna try and get everything. So
Awesome.
maybe by August, mid-August, I might be back and probably be doing more like art stuff than
I'm
anything.
thrilled.
Yeah, man. Join us.
Mm,
Desiree
thank
made
you.
her triumphant return last night.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
the I got the hit on Spirit a couple days ago. They should be coming back.
Yeah.
only because
I-
you guys were talking about Marvel and doing artwork, and I was just like, damn it, they're
I
calling
can't neither
me.
confirm nor to deny that is true, but we did have a very deep discussion on comics, and
Yes.
one thing led to another, and here she is. So
Comics and Marvel.
I don't want to say that Pop
Key
X
to a
Cast
girl's
is
heart.
responsible, but
They are.
that's so awesome. Dang.
I heard a
Gummy
voice in my head
bears.
saying, go check out Lindsay's broadcast. And I was like, wait, what? I just got done watching Endgame. I need to take a break from my phone. And it's like, no, go now. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And then here I am.
It is happening now. You cannot wait for anything.
Oh,
Thanks, Spirit.
Oh my gosh, I got one more question about Marvel.
there's no. You ask as
There's
much as you
there's
want.
unlimited questions here.
I'm enjoying
Okay.
this.
I am too,
How
actually,
is
quite a
it-
bit.
How the hell is it that Captain America is worthy of the hammer and can have lightning?
It's because his heart is pure. Captain America is almost like,
Hi, Willie.
you think about, like Jesus in that aspect, got to have a pure heart. So you think about how Thor has a pure heart and he's worthy. Steve Rogers is worthy because, he stands for what's right. He gives justice to the weak, and he stands in the
Aw,
middle
thanks,
between, those that are suffering, and he brings to justice those that are doing wrong.
Mhm.
And it's a universal concept that whoever be worthy to hold this hammer, not just Thor.
Right.
There's a clause in there. It's not Thor. It says whoever be worthy to hold the
Vision
hammer.
did it too.
What's that?
Vision held it, picked it up too.
Vision held it. Absolutely right. Peter Parker held it for a time. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Doctor Strange has wielded Thor's hammer. There's several characters in the MCU. Tony Stark actually wielded it once upon a time. But in terms of the movies, getting back to the cinematic universe, I was. I mean, it was one of the most biggest cheer moments in the entire theater when that happened. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is how that happens right there.
Yeah, 'cause I'm asking you because you have the comic knowledge with that. Because
Well, it's nerd. Let's
I
just.
have no comic knowledge with
I'm just a
any of this,
nerd.
so I'm going purely upon movies. So
I'm just a big nerd that just loves to read. I mean, I collect comics even now, and I'm reading books as we speak. I go to the comic book shop once a week, and I grab my books, and that's one of the reasons why I guess. I mean, I don't want to say there's a people out there that know so much more than what I know, and it's not a contest of who knows more or whatever, but I'm just thankful that I know a little bit about it, and that's one of the reasons why I do PopX, is so I can share some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the fortunate side of it for sure.
another question. Sorry, Jesus.
No,
How are there are Asgardians when they were all killed in
all right.
when Thanos
So
came?
if you remember in the opening act of Avengers: Infinity War, when Thanos snaps Loki's neck,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
remember that? All right, so that ship and that vessel contains the last descendants of Asgard.
Correct.
If you
But they all
remember at
blew
the
up.
end of Thor Ragnarok, you remember when all of Asgard
on
was
the ship.
destroyed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Surtur destroyed the entire thing. That vessel was the vessel that Hawkeye, Hulk, Valkyrie all helped the captives of Asgard get on that vessel.
Yeah.
That vessel is also the same vessel that's picks up in Infinity War. And we pick up in Endgame when Hulk and let's see, is it Banner and was it Hawkeye? Who was the one that went with them to New Asgard? I can't remember. There was another character that went with them. There were two. Rocket. It was Rocket.
Yeah.
If you recall, those descendants that were on that vessel, Thanos didn't kill them all. He only killed Loki to set an example. And those descendants formed in Norway New Asgard, which basically is straight out of the comics, because when Ragnarok happened, the refugees of Asgard had to form a new colony. And that's when they got the saying, Asgard is not a place, it's a people.
Right.
So
how did the people get away from Thanos? So he didn't kill them all.
Well, Thanos
He's
was
just
only
after the stones.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Thanos
after
was-
conquering the life on the ship. He was on a different
only there to
mission.
set an example and kind of show himself that he is a force to be reckoned with, and there's nothing they can do to stop what he's going to do, his agenda,
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to do that, he snapped Loki's neck, which really, was kind of like one of those heart-wrenching moments that you understood that, dang, this guy's for real. This is not good.
Yeah, and he killed.
Yeah, to see
boys.
that
What was
twice. Yeah, that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
and the other Asgardian, the sword guy?
Oh, yeah, Heimdall?
Yeah, Heimdall. Thank you. He killed him too.
Yeah, he killed Heimdall too.
That was so sad. I love that guy.
Oh, his eyes.
Oh, yeah, his eyes are awesome. I wish I had eyes like that.
Avengers and comic book stuff.
But yeah, that's what happened there. Is the living descendants of Asgard did form, and not everybody on that ship died, essentially.
Okay.
Love ya.
Yeah, you remember the scene when Hulk goes to there, and he's in the back seat of that truck,
Yeah.
and he catches up with Thor and
He's drunk
Uh,
as hell.
Yeah, and he's
That's
drunk.
so
Well, that's
funny.
New
The rock
Asgard.
guy.
That little village is New Asgard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So,
said Asgard.
I did say
Asgard.
Asgard.
He's
Asgard.
yeah.
Asgardian.
Asgard. You're banned from Asgard.
Asgard. Right?
Ring the bowls in memory of Asgard.
When they ring those golden bells for you and me.
You're clearing up a lot. Thank you for the clarifications.
Yesham.
Hey, I'm here all night. Tip jars at the door.
I'll give you an air hug.
No, I love air hugs. Hopefully one day we can actually give hugs to each other. That'd be awesome if we all got together and did a big massive Haps meetup.
I did have that dream.
Did you really?
I am gonna have a set of wheels here very soon.
Oh my.
Ooh, watch out, world.
Eric on the run.
Mhm.
Run up the country.
I told Des about it months ago, but I had this dream. One, I went to this Kundalini festival right before my wife and I decided to split, and I had all these deja vu moments. And as we were driving there, I kept seeing things that I'd seen in my dreams, and we came to this like roundabout. I'm like, well, where do they have roundabouts in Tennessee? I thought
that's
these
Florida.
things were. I thought they were always over in Europe or something. And I was like, this is interesting because I've seen myself go into this roundabout in a car and on a motorcycle. And the motorcycle was red. And I came back the other way on the motorcycle from the same place that we were going to. And the other dream was just of it with a lot of green grass and some cars and a truck and a shed behind it. And the last 2 weeks I've been guided to look for a motorcycle. And the motorcycle that I felt like I was supposed to get through my dreams, and I've researched for the last 5 or 6 years, there just wasn't any online, and wasn't any good deals or anything. And so I was looking at this other one, and I was like, this just doesn't feel right. It's not the one I saw in my dreams. And Spirit told me one night, you need to go to Craigslist. I was like, what? I've never been to Craigslist. I've heard like horror stories of Craigslist,
Yeah.
So I was like, and Spirit had just told me about my other car was going to blow up and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, well, and I didn't listen to Spirit because I had it out there warming up. Some girl was going to come look at it to buy it. And Spirit was like, you need to go shut the car off or it's going to blow up. I was like, I'll finish stretching and I'll go out there and get it. And then all of a sudden you hear this whoosh, look out the window and there's
That's
smoke
terrifying.
coming out from the radiator. And I'm like, okay, Eric, you need to totally like in the moment listen to Spirit. So
well, your guide tried to tell you and you didn't listen.
I know, right?
What the heck's
I was
wrong with
like,
you, bro?
Mr. Dunk's head over here.
Dang, dude.
So
I'm just
I was
teasing.
like, well, I'm going to go to Craigslist. So I went to Craigslist and I see this 2019 Honda CBX 500 and I was like,
Ooh.
if it's red, I'm going to shit the bed. No, I'm not going to shit the bed. But so I open it up and I see the picture and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the exact picture that I saw in my dream. I was like, oh my God. So I started getting nervous. I'm like, it was like 1:30 in the morning or something. I was like, oh man, I hope he's got it still. And then I looked at some other bikes and the pictures didn't come up and said blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, I guess he's still got it. And I looked at it and it said, only been up for 3 days. I was like, okay. So
Ooh.
I called him the next day and he was like, yeah, I got it. I was like, all right. So I PayPal'd him $500 to hold it and went and talked to my brother. And he's got to drive all the way to freaking across the river from St. Louis to get it. But actually, the guy's going to drive 100 miles and meet him at a police station. But got to go all the way to Illinois to get it. So
That's Crazy story, man.
But that's exciting.
It's very exciting.
I know.
That's
I'm
cool.
like stoked, but I'm nervous. I'm kind of like my body's been doing all kinds of weird stuff the last 3 weeks, and we'll see though, because
Take
everything's
it easy,
coming
you know.
together.
Take it gentle on the first, go around and do a couple small evening drives. Get yourself refamiliarized with things, and maybe go by a lake and enjoy some time and solitude. And yeah, that's awesome, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
That's exciting.
it's gonna be some major joy. I feel like there's nothing like riding a motorcycle. It's like when
freedom,
you're in a
bro.
car. Yeah, it is. It's really freedom. It's like when you're in a car, it's like you're watching a movie, but when you're on a bike, you're like in the movie.
You are the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you need to come down to Daytona and do Bike Week.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's like, if you own a motorcycle, dude, that's the biggest event on the East Coast right there, is Daytona Bike Week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. They'd probably laugh me out of the off the bike street. But
Hey, I even go to Bike Week. I
do
don't
you?
even own a bike. I just go there for just the scene, man.
Just to see the bikes.
See the bikes, and it's crazy, and there's like girls dancing on bars, and there's like crazy stuff going on. I mean, not that I'm just telling you, it's something to witness. It's just pretty rad. And you got all the awesome restaurants and all the things going on around the city. But yeah, man, I'm truly stoked for you. That's awesome. I hope everything works out good, and you get that opportunity, that you've not had.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've gotten to ride one of my brother's bikes twice in the last few months, and it was good. But it's like a cruiser bike, so I'm kind of like hunched over, and it kind of,
Oh yeah.
it's got a really hard seat, and I'm just like really uncomfortable. And some of the things I'm still working on healing, it just doesn't, jive with. So this is more like an upright seated position. Kind of like a dirt bike, but it's a street bike, so a very comfortable position.
Very nice.
And
Yeah, actually, I did a new moon meditation the other night, and I put the picture on there, shared it with people on there. So if you want to see the picture, or I might post it on Facebook tomorrow or something. But I've been leery of doing it because I haven't actually got it in my hands yet. So.
Man, I tell you, the new moons, you were talking about that when we had the new moon recently, over the holiday. I think it was over the holiday, July 4th. That's right, right? When was the new moon?
it was over the weekend, wasn't it?
It was on the. It's 1:55.
It was starting the 9th, and yeah.
It was on the 10th. Yeah.
When we have
Saturday.
We have those,
yeah, over the weekend.
Well, when the moon is full, we're talking about full moon. Dude, I could tell you that last one we had, I don't know if there's something wrong with the atmosphere. My back, my body, my joints. Holy cow. I mean, there was some crazy gravity going on. I don't know what was going on. I don't know the science behind it, but I definitely felt it, and my body was like, "No,
was it just during or after?"
It was during.
Okay.
I mean, I had to take like pain medication and things that I normally don't take, and medical cannabis wasn't even working, and I was trying everything in the world, and I'm like, what is going on?
Wow.
Struggling.
It sucked.
It got better like the next day or a couple of days
it got better.
later?
But my God, I was like, I couldn't understand it. Usually on new moons, I do have a little back pain because of the gravitational pull. Mm-hmm. But this one in particular, man, nasty.
Tough one.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
Joe no likey.
No, you're not like it at all. Finally, we have justice for Taskmaster.
Mm.
Huzzah!
Come on.
That's
He shall not be shat on anymore. I'm a little passionate about that. I don't know if you can tell. We're talking about the new Black Widow movie, Eric. And like
Okay.
the character Taskmaster, though he was in the film, wasn't actually comic book accurate Taskmaster. So you know, I'm not miffed about it. I'm just trying to right a wrong that, you know, I feel emotionally attached that I have to feel compelled to draw Taskmaster.
Wasn't he at the end of one of the other movies or shows?
Oh, you're probably thinking of
Oh no, that was
DC. You're probably thinking
yeah.
of
After the Superman. Yeah.
Slade Wilson. What's his name? Not Deadshot. Crap.
Slade Wilson is Deadshot.
What?
No.
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 Slade Wilson's DC.
Yeah.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Yeah,
Yeah.
he went and met
Lord.
he went and met Luthor on the
Lex Luthor.
ship.
Mr. Luthor. Mr. Luthor. Oh, Ned Beatty. He passed away last week.
Mm.
The actor that played in Superman. The little. That's he played Otis.
Yeah, that was his name. The sidekick kind of guy.
Yeah, the bumbling fool type character.
They're all looking good. Those gummy bears are looking scrumdiddlyumptious.
Kind of makes you hungry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes you want some gummy bears.
Gotta want to put them in
My friend Michael V was asking the question the other day, so I'll ask it to you all here. Gummy bears or gummy worms?
Yes, is the answer.
Answer.
I think honestly, for me, and a lot of people's going to hate me, but I like gummy worms. I like tearing them off in segments and just like, you know, acting like I'm mutilating a worm, which is weird to say. But
All right. So here's my true answer though. All right. It depends flavor. If you're doing sour gummies, worms always.
Yeah.
If you're doing regular gummies, like traditional gummies, bears always. Well, okay, maybe not always. I like to mix it up with my shapes when it comes to traditional. Like these are my rewards for finishing is the dinosaurs.
Oh wow!
Well,
See, I would go
And I've
with
had
the
llamas.
bears just because I like the way that they feel when.
Hi,
I
Captain
don't know, I'm just
Rehab.
a texture kind of guy. Captain Rehab.
How you doing, buddy?
Captain Rehab.
How's it going, Rehab?
But I do have to agree that the gummy worms, the sour ones, were something about the worms that I just didn't. They didn't have the same exact flavor as the bears.
The good thing is you can go to your local Cracker Barrel and you can buy them anytime you want.
How did I
That's
know
true.
Captain Rehab was going to answer that way?
I like the gummy shaped like male gushers. Great to see you
Captain
too,
Rehab.
Intuitive D.
Intuitive D's here too.
Mine
What's up?
Mine won't be gummy bears or gummy worms. It would be the gummy peaches.
Ooh, the peach
Ooh,
rings.
okay.
Yes.
Or the orange
Wow.
slices, is that like the same thing?
Yeah.
Orange
Kinda.
slices are a little
No.
different, but
No,
they're definitely a little different. They have a different
Quickly, she
tag.
exclaimed.
no, they're not the same. The orange slices are like those. They have a way different texture. The
Mhm.
orange slices, and they
Well,
have.
I've seen two different kinds. One's got like almost a gritty, and then the other one's like the smooth.
Yeah. Like the peach slices
I don't know if I've seen peach.
They have the peach
they're-
rings and the orange. I mean, the
Yeah.
orange just has a different texture on the inside, but it is sugar coated on the outside, like the
Yeah.
sour
Yeah.
gummy worms are.
I like
But it's
circus
just coated in a
peanut.
different.
Yeah, because the peach ones have the white bottom and then the peach looking top with the little bit of crystals, like sugar crystals on the top of that.
Yes.
But then, you remember those peanut looking things?
Oh
You're
yeah,
talking
the
about
orange
circus
ones.
peanuts.
Yeah, the
I
marshmallows.
did not just say that.
What?
You totally just said that.
I did. I did.
What
You
happened?
did. They're
Instead of
the
peanuts-
soft peanut.
Circus
She said-
penis.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm gonna blame Captain Rehab.
I got
Because those
nothing.
little soft peanuts are always next to the peach rings, and they're always
Lord,
in that bag.
Whose soft penis is next to the peach ring? I'm so confused right now.
the circus
Oh, man.
nuts.
Circus nuts?
That's a whole new show right there.
What? That sounds like
man,
something
we're
really
going to the
bad
freak
from
show
Johnny.
now.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's happening. It's all broken
Thanks,
now.
I
Captain.
think
Fix it,
Thanks,
Jesus.
Captain.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
sugar crystal penises.
I know it's on your brain.
I like circus penises.
Oh,
Are those balloons, Des?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
99 Loft balloons.
I always love drawing balloons.
99.
Practicing. Oh,
Still can't
man.
believe I said that. Good Lord.
It was a
Captain.
genuine Freudian slip.
You did.
I
really.
Only
don't-
Captain would say that.
Oh, Freudian slip. You're getting technical on me, Eric.
It's slippery around
The
here.
Freudian slip of the old tongue.
I love late
That's
night
what she
happy
said.
too.
Oh, well, that's
Oh man.
Is it weird that I'm turned on right now?
Would you look at that?
What's happening?
What's happening?
I'm so sorry. Something's happening.
Oh.
Down, Bubba.
Hold me, mommy.
Down, Bubba.
Wheel of Fortune. Before and after the Freudian nip slip.
Whoa.
Captain Rehab's in effect.
Captain
Wait,
Rehab
what?
had a Netflix. What? What's happening? Oh.
You gotta read Captain's.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He's all about the nip slip.
Oh my
Freakazoid.
God. Insert new topic now.
Insert cold.
Tranquility, please.
Tranquility.
So, Joe,
Back to
have you
Marvel.
heard about that show, The Chosen? We'll just bring Jesus in here real quick.
I actually watched. I'm up on episode 4 right now, season 1.
Only episode 4?
I know.
You're way
You-
behind. Like, I
do
just
you-
watched the final finale last night. I cried my eyes out.
Oh,
Aw.
you like The Chosen?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. I watch it through the app because it's free. And,
Yes.
so good. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's funny you said that. My men's group that I go to on Monday night, we are doing the Chosen Bible study. So we
Oh my
all,
gosh.
yeah, we all got the books, and so we watch the episodes, and then we come in on Monday night and we talk about it and answer the questions in the book. The book is really cool. So that's what we're doing on that. I was going to reply to you on your thing about, because I saw you were watching The Chosen. And
Yeah, I'm really getting back to like the Christ energy. I really like how Dallas is portraying Jesus in that way.
Yeah.
Because in the last episode, Jesus says, "I'm starting a revolution," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Holy!" And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, oh my
Yeah,
gosh."
it's powerful.
Jesus was totally a rebel.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, he was. I mean, a lot of people think, he's all holy, high and mighty, and you look at other religions and denominations, and honestly, he didn't hang out with the high and mighty and the people in authority. He hung out with the sinner. He hung out with the afflicted, and that was his thing. And it's just awesome. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not, or when you don't believe it. Just the principles of just love,
Yeah.
infinite love for for God and for your neighbor, and to love your neighbor over yourself.
Mhm.
Those are principles that's pretty powerful. And
Everybody
denying yourself is a
know
hard
all
thing to
about
do,
those.
especially in today's culture. So
Yeah.
Totally. In the first episode, it was
Mhm.
about Mary, and
Lilith. Yep.
yeah, and I cried so hard because I was Mary.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we all were
that was
married.
me. And no, I mean I was that I was a sex worker, and
Wow.
and I did that, and I had epilepsy my whole life growing up, and she had that, where she had the possessions and stuff that they
Mhm.
called it, but it was like epilepsy, and they break it down in the second season when you get to the second season, and it's amazing because that whole story of her whole line like totally resonated with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, and
Wow.
you'll
Wow.
love the second season. I'm just saying, keep going with it because you're just gonna it's just gonna all
Well,
unfold.
I was
It's
watching
amazing.
one episode today, the little children, episode 3. When the
Yeah.
kids come and visit him in his camp, and I mean, that dang near brought me to tears. I'm like, holy cow!
When
This
he
is
was teaching them how to do all that like
Yeah,
woodwork
the
and stuff. Oh
woodwork,
my gosh.
and they were trying to ask him, but what is your purpose? Why are you here? And he couldn't reveal it all at that time, and it's so powerful. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
Oh,
On me.
Yeah, it's for free on the
girl,
internet. You can
look up the Chosen app, and you can
Yeah.
watch it on any device, and it
Yeah.
will make you cry.
It's very
Yes.
powerful,
believe it.
Lindsay. It's good
I believe
stuff.
Everything.
I mean, it touches me, and that one scene with the kids. I used to be a youth pastor back in the day, back in my days in Kentucky, and just seeing the children in that way, in that light, just young and innocent and full of life and love. I was like, holy cow, this is so good.
Oh, I didn't even see there was a question. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that's directed towards me. If you're still there, the math club, the mystic energy worker, what does that mean? Well, for me, the mystic, it's kind of what they're talking about here. It's kind of the message that Jesus brought. It's to love everything. And so if you love everything, and you go by the concept that you are everything, everything is of you, which is basically what God told Jesus, then you can tap into everything. And
Absolutely.
so when you do that, you can get information about things that you would not normally be able to get information about if you were holding some other kind of frequency. And as you go further down that path, then you get to learn about energy work, what energy is, how it affects us, how our emotions affect us. And,
Hey, Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
I'll send you an invite if you want to come up and chat.
Yeah, and the good thing about that too, Eric, is like there's more truth revealed about yourself the more deeper that you dive into it. And it doesn't matter like if you are a Christian or whatever your faith system is, there's truths there. And those
Yeah.
truths reveal so much more about yourself. and reveals your flaws. It reveals your strengths, and then it's a beautiful thing when you start like looking at yourself through a mirror transparently, and you start seeing yourself for
Yes.
who you really are. Um, that's a journey that I've been on for the past 20 years of my life, as I'm constantly trying to refine myself. I'm wanting to be a better person. I'm wanting to be a better Joe. Um, and like I said, it doesn't matter your faith system or whatever. It's those truths are transcendent.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, there was no such thing as Christianity when Jesus was around.
Nope. That was a term coined by the church.
Snorts are welcome, Brandon.
Dork snorts, preferably. I like a good dork snort. Alrighty, I think we're done with Taskmaster. You want to see, Liz?
Oh,
Yeah, let's make this big.
There we go.
Wow.
That's
Let me turn it-
amazing.
Nice.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
turn it sideways here so we can get in on the detail.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Now that is what Taskmaster's supposed to look like.
Let's go. That's amazing.
That's the comic accurate Taskmaster. So that was fun.
Very
So what's
nice job.
The
Very nice.
original origin story of Taskmaster, not the masker. Taskmaster. Can't talk tonight, you guys. Good Lord. Yeah, what's the OG or origin story? What we were delivered.
His
last
only
week?
really origin story that you need to know is basically he has a photographic memory.
I gotcha.
And so in terms of using his talent for good, he uses it for his own gain, essentially. And kind of creates kind of a mythos for himself, essentially. But he's been around a long time. There's various versions of Taskmaster. But he did inject himself, in terms of the comics, he injected himself with a modified super soldier serum.
Okay.
Not the one that Captain America took, but it's a modified version that enhanced his photographic memory that essentially made him a perfect mimic to his counterparts
Okay.
when he fought them. And believe it or not, his biggest nemesis in the Marvel Universe is Deadpool. Because Deadpool can't die. So every time Taskmaster tried to get the advantage and cut off a limb or cut off a head, it didn't kill Deadpool.
And that's his superpower, and you can't really, it's not a fighting
and so
style.
that was his biggest crutch, is when Deadpool got involved. It was like, holy cow, but he's a master tactician, weapon mastery in multiple forms of, he does swordsman. He's an assassin. He also meditates. He's got, he uses techniques from the Tibetan monks as a form of meditation. I remember there's several scenes in the comics where he's kind of in yoga poses. But
so he's not a mindless goon that they tried portraying him in Black Widow.
Almost android-like is what Black Widow's.
Yeah, and here's another crazy thing too. When he learns a new trait and he copies something new, it kind of pushes old memories of himself out of his mind in a form of amnesia. So he's no longer able to recall that certain part of him. So every time he learns something new, an old part of him dies.
Aww.
So that's pretty much Taskmaster in a crutch. He's kind of like a shaman figure in a way, but in the comics he's done a couple of things that were actually good.
Oh, your picture shut off.
It did. I just realized that. Hold on a minute.
True.
Here, let me take myself off of the main screen. I didn't mean to do that.
No worries.
All right, come on, connect, please. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Stop mirroring. Lonely screen. Why aren't you connecting? You little turd burger.
Oh, Brandon Clay said another good horror movie is the kid-friendly Monster Squad. Is that
Oh,
the one where he
Yeah.
kicks Wolfman in the nards?
that is the one where he kicks Wolfman in the nards.
Yeah, we were
That
talking
was a good
80s
one.
movies on what to add to the list of upcoming rewinds for Pop X.
All right, so let's go ahead and sign this bad boy and be done with it.
That was.
Are you selling a picture like that anywhere?
Am
Yeah.
I? No,
You
but I
still
do
put
have
your stuff
artwork.
up?
I have 2 domain names. One of my domain is Joseph Burke, which goes to my main website, but my art gallery where you can buy prints of my art is josephburkearts.com. That goes to my Fine Art America gallery where I have several of my prints available for purchase. The more finished, longer, completed works, so to speak. But this one I'll just probably post it on Instagram.
When you make prints and stuff, where do you do your own scanning and stuff, or do you take them someplace? Or
Well, if I'm doing it locally, before the pandemic, I did cons, and I would have a booth at some local cons and local events here in town in Orlando. I would go to a local place called Minuteman Press. Minuteman Press, I have an account with them, and I will just send over the file electronically, tell them how many prints, what cardstock, glossy, matte, whatever. And so I use 100-pound cardstock, which is basically a really nice, thick cardstock for these prints. And so that's if it's locally, if I'm doing an event. If I'm selling online on josephburkearts.com, they actually handle all the printing and shipping on their end. And their quality is pretty amazing. They do metal prints, they do cardstock, canvas prints. So, like, if you're on my website, josephburkearts.com, and you find a print you want, I've opened it up to where you can get that print on multiple things, not just on cardstock or a canvas. You can actually purchase it in multiple ways and fashions. So, yeah. But there's no way in the world I would handle it on my own. It's just so much overhead, screen printing and all that, combined. And then cost of ink. I try to keep the cost down as much as I humanly can. Stuff gets expensive after a while.
Yeah.
You're so talented.
Well, you are too.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually, Des, I have to tell you, the reason why I started the gummy bears was of you testing out experiences with like the chili peppers and stuff the other day.
Really? I started just because of that too.
Yeah. Because I know you were frustrated with it, but I was like, no, don't give up on it. And you spend such a meticulous amount of time on all of your pieces, and it's so great to watch you do it. And I was like, okay, I need to slow my ass down and concentrate on one piece for a little while. So I was like, I haven't done my colored pencils in a while. And I was like, Des just did this way cool thing with the chili peppers and, all things that she's trying to like go back to basics. And I was like, I really should probably do that too. So that's kind of what this bear piece is for me, is not trying to rush and finish a piece in one sitting. Have a piece intentionally to intentionally try to
look at that. You both inspired each other. Come on.
It's amazing. I love this community and how you can feed off of each other's energies and their aspirations and goals inspire you to also try to do those things too. It's really cool. I love it.
Right.
That's a total Hallmark moment, guys. Come on.
I was thinking the same exact thing that you were thinking, and I was like, okay, well, I have to do something rather than these chili peppers, because the guy in the class was like, well, if you use a solvent, and he just like, I feel like solvent was like a cheating mechanism, and I was like, no, and I think that's what got me like so angry at those peppers, and I was like, what am I doing? I need to slow my roll. And I was like, the thing that popped in my head was balloons. Balloons, they have that reflection. And then, like, so if you just look at our pictures, they're side by side here, and it's like
Yeah.
we had the same exact idea,
Yeah.
the color variations and the you know the
The reflections
shine and everything.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, holy crap. Yeah. We were just totally inspired by one another. Yeah, I love
We
it.
were
Like,
we were linking energies and syncing up and all that stuff.
Let our powers combine. Earth, wind, water, heart. By your
Sugar.
powers combine, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet,
holy crap.
he's a hero. Gonna turn pollution down to zero. Okay, I'm just
That
gonna
is
shut up now.
old. Holy crap.
Well, I'm 42, Des, so there is that.
Wow. You are not.
Yes, I am. I'm 42.
Cheapest price.
There we go. Done.
The Taskmaster has been completed.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one more element, and I'm gonna add a little bit of purple gradient to the background of this. Kind of pop it.
Pop
right
off
in
the yellows and the golds.
Yeah.
Pop, lock,
Oh, I
and drop
see.
it.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry.
Do the thing up, mama, make a roll with your pop
I'm
lock.
scared.
Stop it, until you get low. Your mama gave it to
Pop
you,
it.
baby
And I was
girl,
like,
let it
pop,
show.
lock, and drop it.
Pop it, bop it, rock it, sock it, pop it, buck it, rop it, sock it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
We're
gonna shut up
talking
now.
about the song like in 8th grade. Yeah.
All right, so added a little touch of purple to the back, just faintly. Give it a
Oh,
little,
yeah.
little,
I switch
little
Nice.
five
hue
every
there.
once in a while.
Right.
All right, I guess I'll post this up on the old Instagram.
Pick it, flip it, stick it.
Oh,
Oh, whoa. What are we
that
No,
doing?
kind of
it's-
turned me on a little bit, Eric. You gotta be careful.
Eric, no, it's pick it, roll it, flick it.
Oh, yeah. Roll
Oh
it. I
my
forgot
gosh.
to
Had it on my finger, had it on the wall.
roll
Rick wanted to turn it into a marijuana song, and I was like, no,
Nice.
it's about a boogie. It's about a boogie.
I like Murph.
That's
I
what
like
you do with a
Murph.
hanky. You put a little boogie in it. That's how you make
Oh,
a hanky.
boy. Wow.
Mr. Hanky would
That's
not
how you
agree.
make a hanky
He would be
dance.
like, smoke it with me.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh.
You put a little boogie in it.
I like riding on a poopy train.
Oh, man. Jeez.
You never know what you're going to get with this crew.
Telling you.
We're going to talk about Jesus
Would you
one
look at
minute and
that?
flicking buggers the next. You never
Isn't that great?
Hey, Jesus flicked his boogers too, I guarantee that.
from comic books to peanuts and other choices.
This boogie's not holy. Got to flick it.
Oh, man. She really said that. Yep. Okay.
You did.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
was
I
there.
said that.
She said it. I was here to.
I had the chance.
Whoop, whoop. So is there a button that you can make like the middle screen larger?
The middle screen?
With all of us on it? Whatever the studio, whatever they call that.
Oh, no. That would be cool, though. One day.
Probably go up in your
Studio
upper
will
right
be
hand
lit.
corner and hit the 3 buttons at the top on Chrome, and then go down and hit zoom and zoom in.
Zoom, zoom, baby.
I don't have 3 buttons on the top right corner.
It would be right underneath the X.
That might just
Control
because-
plus.
Ah.
Control plus, minus, and
Control
zero
plus
are your
only.
buttons.
Yeah, it only goes so far, and then it
Yeah.
goes the opposite way. Like if you hit Control Plus, it'll blow it up. And
Yeah.
you hit Control Plus again, and it shrinks it. Hit
Yeah.
Control Plus again, and it shrinks it.
The other thing,
Like,
which
we're just kind of backwardness.
you won't be able to see the chat, but if you do want to see just the preview, you can right click on it and hit show controls and hit the full screen button, and it'll take the preview window and make it look like a YouTube video, full screen monitor. But you don't get to see anything else.
So you right click on the main,
Like
picture?
the main preview window there in the middle of the screen. If you right click
Okay.
on it and hit show controls, and then you can hover over the video screen and it'll have the full screen button like you would see on a YouTube video.
Oh, I see it. Show control. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's the only other option I can offer.
I hit show controls, and then what's it supposed to do?
And then go out of that menu and then just back into the regular, and you should be able to see like the pause button, the time, volume, and then there's that square with the four corner angle.
Oh, wow.
Click that button.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Wow.
But you won't be able to see the chat
That's okay.
or anybody else. Yeah, that you
Now
all you'll
I
be
can
able to
see the full ambiance of the gummy bears. and
Yes.
the
At this time of the
balloons.
night, the chat's not nearly as important, but if there was people talking, you would miss out.
Oh, Joe is quiet. He's working on something.
Oh, I'm
He's posting
posting
stuff.
on Instagrams.
Ooh,
Posting
I-
Taskmaster.
I have to stalk then.
Oh, I'm not done yet, so
He's got it behind me.
I'm gonna find you.
you so funny.
I know.
So funny.
Funny looking.
I think I just farted.
Ooh.
I think I did. No. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's true. It's pretty bad when you don't know what you just did. So. Does anybody know the real name of Taskmaster?
No, I
Bob.
don't.
Anthony Masters.
Mm.
It's true.
Well.
What did they name this female? Antonina or?
I can't remember what they named her.
It was an
Yeah.
A name. Alina?
Antonina? It was like Anthony in a way.
Sassafras Mountain.
Gotta Google it now.
May the power of Google
Antonia
confound
Drakov.
Dracov, yeah.
Draco, yeah. That was the last name.
Antonia.
Antonia.
Well, the name was Anthony,
Yeah.
so
it's
they
just-
didn't really.
Oh, and in the end game, they revealed Black Widow's real father's name. So I don't know if that was a clue or to something. So
Interesting.
Because the guy on the mountain told her saying you're the daughter of now I have to look up the name because Ivan Romanov and what? No. No, it wasn't that. So it was Ivan Romanov. So I don't know if that's like a little egg there, you know, because when they're on top of the mountain and she like suicided herself. Yeah, the red-faced guy said that was her father's name, and she's like, I didn't even know that was his name.
The Red.
Red Skull,
Yeah.
Captain America's nemesis.
Yes. That was the big reveal. Find out about that.
All right. Post. It is finished.
It is done.
It is on the web. It's out there for the world to see.
So what's the next big project on the task list there, sir?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Free Roman.
Well, in terms of, are you talking freelance or just
General art? Anything
general
on
art?
your radar?
Well, tomorrow I got to create a logo for Fallen Heroes. The Hope Center is doing an event on 9/11, and they have a big country artist coming into town, and he wants me to design all the staff and volunteer shirts. And it's going to be a 9/11 memorial type thing with the Twin Towers. He had mentioned something about a firefighter, a nurse, and a policeman or an officer kind of joining hands. Some kind of, artwork that can be simplistic.
Yeah.
So that'll be what I'll be working on tomorrow morning when I wake up.
That'll be nice.
And then while I'm working on that, I'll be waiting to hear back from the team on the Vegas logo that I just worked on this morning. So other than that, I mean, I've got work. I've got at least a design every week until well into fall right now.
That's excellent.
With the Hope Center, they're keeping me very busy there. Pretty much all the projects that they're coming out with and rolling out, I'm designing everything for them. So, and if you want to see the Vegas style logo that I worked on today, here, I'll show it to you here on Habs. You guys can get a little sneak peek of what so when I'm not drawing, I do illustration in Photoshop as well. So this is completely 100% all fresh, not approved graphic art, but this is all done in Illustrator and Photoshop. So it's all created from scratch. They wanted a Vegas style billboard. And so it's got the Hope Center hand heart logo up top, which kind of looks like the marquee. And then it's got the Hope Center. It mimics basically the Vegas sign, and all the lights around the marquee. That's literally like 50 circles. And you're just copying and going around and creating the effect. But everything is done, fresh by hand. That's what I do.
And it looks fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I try.
You do good. You do good.
I'm pretty proud of my work. I mean, I'm not one to boast or brag, but there are certain designs that I do I feel really confident about. I feel good about, and that was definitely one of them. Yeah. I was like, oh man, because I love Vegas. I go out to Vegas every 2 years. Lindsay knows that. Me and the missus, we pretty much live in the desert. So we're going out in October, as a matter of fact. Going out to Zion Park, Bryce Canyon, Antelope Canyon. Going to be out there for 9 days in October. I kind of see myself living out west when we get close to retirement age. giving up the humidity in the beaches for the grandeur of landscape and
Mhm.
canyons and terrain.
And all the roller coasters.
Well, you've got Vegas, and then you've got all the parks of California, so it's not like you're really giving up anything. I mean, you know, what's up, Chief Queef?
Cheers. What's going on,
Ch-
Chief?
Chief Queef. Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh boy.
What's happening?
Hey, it's from Cali. Cheers.
Nice.
Nice. Welcome to the stream, man.
Cheers.
Cali peeps in the house.
That's right.
Let's see what time it is. Oh my God, it's 2:40 a.m.
Mhm.
Here I was thinking in the back of my mind,
Not about-
yeah, you know what? I'll get done with the stream tonight and I'll go watch an episode on Netflix. No,
Not anymore.
night flew by on me.
Utah is nice in October. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll be doing the Narrows for sure. Yeah, we'll be going at the end of October. We'll be doing the Narrows. We'll be doing. I'm not doing Angel's Landing. I physically can't do that one. That is one because of my disability and limitation. I don't feel confident in myself to be able to do that. But we will be doing a lot of the scenic stuff as well in and around Zion. So I'm pretty happy about that.
It's good to
Just
not
being
have
there.
somebody having to trips up there and save you.
Well, you're climbing a cliff, and all you have is a chain rope, and one slip, and you're falling off of 1,000-foot cliff.
Yeah, no thanks. That's not.
There's
even...
a reason why they call it Angel's Landing. It's pretty. One slip
become
and
an
you're
angel.
dead.
Death. Yeah.
To your death. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that I would be up for either. With nobody.
Yeah. Even looking, Chief over here is like, nope.
Nope. That's
Yep, Angel's Landing, man. But I will be
That's a
doing
no.
Bryce Canyon, so we'll be doing all that. If you've never seen pictures of Bryce Canyon, it's absolutely, oh my God, it's like heaven meets earth. Here, I'll show you right quick here. Let's do a window capture. Let's do Chrome. Let's get rid of my camera. Let's bring up the browser. And I'll show you Bryce Canyon. This is Bryce Canyon.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yes.
gorgeous.
So that's Bryce Canyon. And everywhere around this rim is a driving area that you stop and you can take. This is called the amphitheater. So you can stop and
Yeah, it
take
looks like an
pictures.
amphitheater. That's so
of-
pretty.
Yeah, it's insane. Let me make these
Almost
large.
like the Cars movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a possible chance we might see some snow while we're out there.
Ooh.
And if that's the case, but here's a different view. But just look at the coloration on the
Wow.
rocks and how it's all formed.
That's so
White
pretty.
caps.
It's amazing. I mean, it's like heaven on earth. I mean, you just look at that. I mean, holy
Mhm.
cow, dude.
Arch.
So that's Bryce Canyon. And then we'll be doing Zion National Park. I think there's a couple of really cool pictures. Yeah, here. This is definitely Zion. Let me go on to large. Yeah, look at this bad boy right here. Oh my gosh. That's Zion.
Mm.
Gorgeous. Oh,
Yeah. And this also is Zion.
Wow.
oh, that's a good
And
shot.
this is the
I love that
Narrows.
photo.
This is the Narrows what Chief was talking about. You literally walk through the canyon in the middle of a very calm style river.
Oh, that's
You're walking up probably knee deep.
Oh,
So we'll be doing that.
wow.
And so let me see if I can show you Angel's Landing so you can get an idea what it's what it consists of. All right, so here's Angel's Landing. You literally are climbing up that.
No, thank you.
That, right? Yes, that
No,
is
thank
Angel's
you.
Landing.
I think you should leave that for the
And-
angels. People with wings.
And here's all you have to hold on to. You have a rope, a chain.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Look at that, though, how narrow that is. And it gets even more narrow as you go up.
Nope.
I
That's a
mean,
bunch of nope
hell
sauce.
to the no.
And how long does it take?
It's about a 2.5 hour hike. There's no
Wow.
really quick way to get into Angel's Landing. I won't be doing that, but I will be doing this Horseshoe Bend on the border of Arizona and
Oh,
Nevada.
that's pretty.
Yeah. So Horseshoe Bend, it's famous. It's been
What I'm
used a
afraid of
lot.
is when you need to pass people, some have to let go of the chain. Oh no!
Oh yeah, but this is Horseshoe Bend. This
No.
is essentially the Colorado River.
I would be like, you're just gonna have to wait, cause I ain't letting go.
But it creates. This is the Grand Canyon in the background, and it creates the river. Actually, creates a full horseshoe, perfectly horseshoe shape.
That's gorgeous.
So,
All the colors.
and then the last thing we'll be seeing is Antelope Canyon, and this is you're deep into a ravine. And so this is some of the visuals that you get looking up. Let me see if I can open these up here. Yeah, there. So that's looking straight up.
Oh wow.
That's Antelope Canyon, which is on a Native American preserve.
Love it.
That's amazing. That doesn't even look real.
It almost doesn't and there's very little light that gets in. So here's like some photographers trying to take pictures, but you can see like just how deep down it is, and you're walking through it. It's amazing. I can't
Pretty
wait to
narrow.
get some. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But that's the plan for October, at
That's a
least.
good
We're
plan. It's a good, solid plan.
gonna try to do all of that, and I'm just pretty excited about it. I mean, I've been out west before, and I've never got a. I'm in Orlando.
Yeah, Joe's in Orlando. I'm in Oklahoma. Where are you guys?
Tennessee,
And Des, you're north,
Illinois.
Illinois. We're just from all corners of the spaces.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna hit the heads.
I'm not
2:45.
far behind you, buddy.
All right.
And
I've
it's
got
up to
about
11.
15 minutes left of me, and I'm going to be shutting the stream down too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Eric here because I need to do a couple things before bed to prepare for tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna bid you ladies a farewell as well.
And thanks for the invite, Badges.
You're welcome. Always a pleasure, boys. Welcome anytime.
Thank you very much for having us on this wonderful stream.
Yeah.
Much
You're
love.
Until next
Sweet
time.
dreams.
All right, you ladies have fun.
Good
It's
night.
good to see you, Eric.
Good to see you, Joseph.
All right, buddy. You take care.
You too,
Yeah.
bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Chief, we're on quite often. Over on Haps TV, if you want to cross over and check out that platform, we're all live all the time on here. If you want to check out when I'm live, you can sub if you want. I usually multi-stream out to Twitch, so you'll see us whenever we're on my channel, trade channels. So I'm not always live on my channel every night. We switch, each artist takes a turn. So I encourage you to come over to the Haps side. You're welcome to hang out with us anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the Haps side. We have coins. Got all my reds done, and I'm almost done with all my greens. Then I'll have to go back in and like tweak things after I get all my color bases done. Because I was spending most of my time doing color mapping and getting my in, and then I'm going back with my darks, and it's really been a nice process. That way, I haven't ever done that in that process before. I did draw this from scratch. Yes, I have a reference that I use to help kind of start, but it is definitely not here. I'll bring this up. There it is. That's the reference photo that I'm using. And obviously you can tell there's much more space between the gummy bears and their faces and stuff are all weird. So it's clear that it's not a trace. But yeah, I penciled it out. I'm just going in with the colored pencils, and I mapped out the colors and the values, starting with the lights, working in with the mediums, and then now I'm coming back in with the darks and filling in just the details and kind of focusing on, I'm gonna do it this way, focusing on getting that depth of field kind of a little more accentuated. Thank you. Yeah, we do. Gosh, there's so many artists on here. I love that there's so many artists on here. I love that there's so many artists on Twitch too, which is really cool. But there's a nice tight-knit community here that's amazing. And we're all buddies. I like it.
When they both left, my phone's now glitching. So if my phone shuts,
Oh
it shuts
no.
off, you know?
You're a little fuzzy, but you sound okay.
It does that when people leave on the phone.
When they leave. That's wild.
Yeah, when Eric came in, my phone shut, it froze on me. I was like, what?
That'll work. That'll work. Oh, she fell out. She'll come back. Thank you for having me up. So much love. Love you, Des. Sorry your phone was being wonky. I know it's late. Rest well. See you next time. Until next time. See you later, Chief. Have a good one. Difference that makes.
Maybe we should go to another planet because Earth is common and strange.
Hey, Retta, how's it going? Just finishing up this session. Probably got about another, well, few minutes. I'm going to finish up this gummy bear and call it a night. He's almost there. He's about halfway done. Just giving you a heads up. We're wrapping her up for the night. Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Doing good. Goodness. Let's try one that's a little less intense. Hopefully. Ooh, I bet it does smell bad with all the dead fish and stuff. Yuck. Okay. Blurry, go away. Go away, blurriness. Stop doing that. I do not like it, Sam. All right. I think this fair is done, at least for today. Well, we got the reds done and the greens, so we'll be working on continuing this piece the next stream. But for tonight, we're going to call it because it's late and I need to go get some sleep. So good night to everyone. If it's replay or live, I appreciate all of you guys coming by to say hello. And thanks for Joe and Eric and Des for stopping in and hanging out and chatting with me tonight as I got some more gummy bear progress going on. And we will catch everybody next time on my channel. I'll see you guys around. Have a good one.